So, who wants to join the courtroom tightrope with me? Anybody? Anybody? Hold your hand across. Come on. Don't be shy. Anybody? No? Just me? Oh, that's disappointing. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. but I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, boo! You gonna ignore me after I went through all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Oh, well, you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I'm including the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Montcalm be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up to now has gone according to our plan. Oh no, Miss Montcalm did seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. It reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. So, as long as she gets to the end, she's fine with it, huh? What do you mean by that the very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? Well, me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. Entire dairy's worth of milk for me? Wow. It's nice to show that the circus folks really do care about him. I guess they reflected on it and realized that Max really wasn't a bad guy. He just wanted them to try harder. I'm glad the message finally got through to them. Court is now back in session. Mr. Wakama, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Why don't we get to the motive? Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Nope. Yeah, figuring out the motive here is going to be tough. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became Acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. He lived for him, basically. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. But do you think it's because of the ringmaster himself? It's obvious he gives a lot to the ringmaster and cares about him deeply. And nothing he said there was contradictory at all. So, there's no need to go into this. You'd just be wasting your time. I'll save us some time on this one. There's no need to cross-examine the witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? That's the question we're answering. There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? No, I can't. He loved the ringmaster. There's no need. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish.
Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was... This is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things?
Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you?
The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster, because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
Now we're getting to the real meat of it. Ha 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 ha! Order! Order! Bailiff! I don't care who it is! Smack anyone who's loud in the face! Twice if you must! Oh my god. Does that mean you, sir? No! Mr. Wright! What in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Oh! Mr. Phoenix Wright! What in the world are you trying to do to his court?
That's what I just said!
Are you attempting to imply that Acro is trying to kill someone else?
Yes.
This girl. Regina Berry.
This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
Yeah, he can't hide it anymore. You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. Well, it's proof for me. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, that is it. Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... Oh!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
I thought you were done! Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. She's keeping quiet, that's smart.
Yes, me too! I'd about to see some proof! Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl!
Well, it was put in Regina's pocket, so... Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. See, now let's find out a reason for this.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yeah, yes. There's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. But it wasn't the Ringmaster's. That someone was not the Ringmaster, however. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for is none other than Regina Berry! That poor girl's watching all this, too. You're the reason he went to murder! That's you get, you Oh my god, it's so mean.
Order, order, order! Mr. Wright, that's no theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the Ringmaster, saw the note? Mm-hmm. That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina!
That's incredible!
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. So, yep, he couldn't look out the window. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza!
And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick! Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? Well, she is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. She better have a big box of tissues ready. Hope Regina can handle it. Yeah, we can only hope.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
That's what I think. Foolishly foolish, fool with foolishly foolish, fool ideas and foolishly tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. You're already a fool, believe me. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You were so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say? Come on, didn't you research anything? The Ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Ah, yep. There you go, that solves that mystery.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
He answered 6 months ago. Well, I guess it's finally time to bring it out into the open. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. At least I think I am. Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to this present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case it starts in what happened 6 months ago. Oh, it has its start. Okay, I was gonna say, that sort of confused me for a second. Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually what was in the box. A small seasoning bottle full of pepper. Uh-oh.
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
Okay, I got it right.
Achoo! Achoo! Ow! I'm sneezing!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, right?
That really hurt!
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
It was in the box. Recall the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence was what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion! Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Well, taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Objection!
Although you like to disagree with everything I say, don't you? Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. We're so sure Mr. Phoenix right. The answer to this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Her intended victim? Oh, right, for the murder.
Take that!
Do you hear about that?
Who's this?
That's Acro's younger brother.
Objection!
Oh, come on. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. That's why he was going to the hospital, for Acro, I mean. As I was trying to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina? She did that to him? What a bitch!
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell to his current comatose state.
Lion?
Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. You are right about that.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? I don't think she intentionally tried to have him hurt. I suppose it was truly an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
It's impossible to prove Miss Berry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it?
Ha! It's getting a line to attack. Whoever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed that this was conclusive evidence. Wait a minute. A small bottle of pepper, a lion. What's their connection? Ah! What's the matter, Nick? I figured it out! Wow! It was right in front of my nose the entire time! Holy crap! Your Honor, wait!
But what is it? I didn't even say anything yet!
The lion biting Bat was no accident at all!
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina was responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. And that's because of something that I was given to by Gumshoe.
That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina?
There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper. Yes, it's pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Oh, come on. Now we're going to just go... Everybody thinks everything I say is preposterous now. Come on. I don't need a long silence on this. The silent treatment. Even the bird's like, you're stupid! You're stupid! You're an idiot! Why did you think of you moron?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of figuring a criminal.
Oh, I don't like the way you phrased that.
But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Mary gave a pepper-covered scarf to Pat as a present. What's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. There it is. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it sad the lion seemed to be smiling? Now someone's getting it.
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Pat was bit by the lion, for a moment the lion's mouth changed. It looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However, in all fairness, I feel like one of my cats does smile when he starts purring, wanting attention. I'll just say that, just for randomness. Just be a dick. Lion sneeze. That's the excuse here. Shut up, Judge. Let me explain it. Leon wasn't trying to bite Pat at all. It's just that, well, the pepper. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. And his head got caught up in it when his mouth shut due to the sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
You fool!
Fool!
I can't believe this.
No way! You've got to be kidding me!
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Karma?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? I mean, yeah. If it's got you in a fluster, it's gotta be right. You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's what Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot!
Ha! Ha ha ha! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, he's taking offense to that now.
To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro! You can't mean witness?
Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow.
Oh my?
Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim?
Oh, that's right. We still don't know where the bust is.
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be. But where? The bust. Nobody's found it yet. That's the weird thing. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. They searched Acro's room already, though, didn't they? That's why they got him out. So, let's wait a little. It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but... Why are you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. See? Don't waste your time trying to ask for that. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. That was the point of him leaving.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Ah, end of story. So we would have had no time to try to put it away either. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
Ha 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 ha. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin.
Damn it! But, what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Ah.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix, right? You know where the bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Because looking throughout the entire circus, we didn't find it, right? In his room, they couldn't find it either. So, where could it be?
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Damn it! No, I need that bust! Thank you for your support. Ah!
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
Well, you should be, Dick.
I think that brings to an end this cross-examination of this witness.
Yeah, you say that. But I'm not gonna let it die! Not like this! Right, Maya? That was you!
Where's Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace. I mean case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue.
Jeez, trying to stand up for me, huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? I didn't expect that, Owl. First, don't look at me!
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey, wait! You can't be serious! You just left me to die out here, Maya! What are you doing?
Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
I guess?
Very well, then let's proceed.
He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be fighting one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. We gotta go now, thanks, Maya. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? That's the fun thing to think about. Well, they searched the lodging house and they searched the big top, so it could be right under our noses. It could be. It's obvious. The bust is inside his very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. The judge's bench. It's
What? Why did you stop talking all of a sudden?
Well, I'm just not really sure if I should say anything. On your honor's bench! You had to think about whether it was a good idea to say that.
What? What'd you just say to me? That's a penalty!
Ah!
What's that? You want a double? Here you go!
Double ah! I don't know. I thought the judge might have hit it. I was thinking. I'm sorry. That's pretty much instant death. You try to go for that. Oh, God. I love showing that off. It's so ridiculous, but so funny. Ow! Oh, I knew I had a bad feeling about that.
Now hurry up and fix things! I am not the killer!
Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way is forward. So, where could the bust be, I wonder? Let's take it seriously. And don't assume she'd hide it. She would take her job seriously. Somewhat. But it's not anywhere in there, or we or they would have found it already. So, it has to be in the courtroom. Just don't say the judge's bench. Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. I mean, think about it. The witness we have here has a wheelchair, right? You ever wondered something? Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? That's right. He is sitting in his chair, after all.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you're a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I mean, I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. You have to assume it's his chair, that he took it with him.
Ha 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 ha! Once again, you penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that that bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. The only place no one would actually think of looking, which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
I did it! How do you like that, Von Karma?
You fool! How could you?
I mean, if it wasn't in the lodging house, it wasn't in the circus, you guys didn't find any of your searches, and if I'm accusing him of murder, where else would it be? And you guys had a look on him too. Unless he had it hidden at all times, you wouldn't be able to find it.
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them.
Two of them?
Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night?
Huh?
There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away from the trash. With the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust.
And his blanket was all he had.
And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of court, hiding the murder weapon, there's no way I can escape that. So you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me! Make a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that!
Yep, you let your own demise this time.
It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro!
And with that, this magic show is over.
All my brother wanted was Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, she couldn't help herself from laughing. That's where Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too.
But
I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what.
it was just really bad timing.
What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently.
Yeah, I could see the offense behind that.
I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decide to do something about Regina. How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all this as well?
No, that's not what I mean.
I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Man, poor Acro.
This has been such a strange case. So is a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna gloat this time. I know better.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Guilty!
I meant for the Acrobat, sorry. God damn it, Judge.
Max is innocent. You're free. This car is adjourned. Now get the fuck out.
Jeez. Is he gonna cry? I can understand, man. It brings a little water in my eyes sometimes, too. Remember the end of that.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
She's been like this for a while now.
Yeah, I get why. She realized what she did was wrong, finally.
It's not my fault!
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up! Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Acro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
No, I think he's grown past that at this point. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
That's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh? What do you mean?
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Jeez. I mean, his brother is still alive. He has that to worry about. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
But Bat? That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now Acro's been caught. Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen!
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh!
That's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous! What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All it says thank you.
Regina? You're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It could be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max. Nick!
It seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
God, shut up, please. Well, at least you can still enjoy your clown act, even as the ringmaster, I suppose. I see. What made the case?
This is a surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. A lawyer theory. If Acro really was a killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Who the hell is this? Especially if he was the defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Wright?
A plane? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back.
Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth! He's coming back! Edgeworth! I'm sorry. So, Edgeworth was the reason for that. He saved us. Or has he been helping in informing Francisco? No, I don't think so. But, well, how about that? Edgeworth is coming back to town, maybe. It sounds like he is. But, yep. Nice to know our buddy Miles Edgeworth was actually keeping an eye on us this whole time. So I guess he's not dead anymore, is he? But, well, we solved the mystery of the circus. And so Acro was just trying to get revenge for something that happened to his poor, poor brother. But now the circus is more reunited in a way because of it. Still, what a sad, tragic death it was. It really is a touching case right at the very end. It really is. Like, I almost did cry. I really did. But, well, all that leaves is one final episode. Yep, there's only 4 episodes of this game. Unlike the surprise 5th one at the end of the first one, because there were originally only 4. And I can tell you this much. This last one is pretty long, and, well, if it weren't for the story and stuff in the next game, this would be my favorite case in the whole series. Like, the first 3 games had such great conclusive cases. The first one, episode 4, before, well, it's surprise one for the DS version. This game, it's this one. This one's really good. And while you can't guess, Edgeworth is coming back. So, yeah, we're in for a fun old time. Well, either way, I'm going to end this episode here. So, come back next time, guys, and we will tackle the final case. Farewell, I'm going to turn about. Or they sound like we're saying goodbye to somebody. Don't tell me Maya's leaving again. Oh, man. Why can't you just stay with me? Well, I guess it probably is better to have you in small doses, isn't it?